Good morning to New Generation Women. I'm sitting again Sunday in my favorite place. This time I have Antonio behind the camera with me. And Antonio, I'm just seeing this beautiful light. You just have to show our audience the beautiful light if you look here on the mountains. It's just breathtaking. I love the mountains. And particularly in the night and also during daytime. And with the French colors here, because it's a French place. It's a restaurant. It's called La Vie en Rose in the morning for brunch. And it's called Oui Oui in the evening. So in the morning, I have cappuccino, I have chocolate cake, and Antonio is going to have a croissant. It is real great French food. And then in the evening, you can have all the French dishes that you have in the evening, but they do combine it with live music. So what is so special about the owners, we're going to interview them in a few seconds, is that they serve during the day and they sing on stage during the night. And here's the stage. There you can see people, not only the owners are singing, but they always invite young bands, young artists. Then the young artists come to the table and they ask you, do you have a favorite song? Is there anything that you like me to sing? So it's very familiar, so it's very family oriented. Also the waiters come, they have great service, they're very warm-hearted. So they always ask you, are you doing good? What can I do for you? So it makes a very special feeling of home, of family, but also combined with the Mexican art, with the French savoir-vivre, and also with the great music during the night. Gabby, that is Gabby and Ian, these are the owner, they're a couple, they have a son here. So they are singing very often 80s, but yesterday also they had French songs. I forgot, Antonio, do you remember what Edith Piaf, what did she sing? There was a one very favorite song that she has. Do you remember that?
Maybe yes.
What was it again? It is a dramatic song. Antonio is very familiar, he's a very great expert on the Enneagram. She's a 4 to the Enneagram. A 4 is a dramatic type, if you don't know. You don't know, do you? I have it on the... Is it La Vie en Rose? Is it La Vie... Je ne regrette rien, je ne regrette rien. Exactly, that's what she was singing. And she is so emotionally engaged and passionate about the music. So I just wanted to come yesterday for 10 minutes to drink my mimosa, which is fresh orange juice and champagne. But I was so struck and inspired by the way how she was presenting the music that I stood here and I was staying here for 2 hours. So this is how it goes. You come here just for a short cappuccino and you stay here for ages and then you don't get your work done. So we want to get the work done. We go and have the interview with Ian and with Gabby, and let's see each other in a few seconds. Bye-bye. Bonjour, bienvenue to New Generation Women, and here I promised I'm sitting with the two wonderful owners who make this space so special for me that I had so much quiet and relaxing time. And we talk about how they make it special and how it came to be that Ian, who comes from Paris, and Gabby, who comes from Mexico City, how they met and how they built a French place with French food in the middle of Ajijic at Lake Chapala. So how did you two meet?
Well, we met about 10 years ago in Manzanillo, which is a port city right on the Pacific coast. And the story is we met, she was singing, and the Shade song, I do remember. And from that point on, we now have a 9-year-old little baby.
Yes, that's so funny because let's hear the version of a woman. What was the romantic part in it? We're talking about France, savoir-vivre, romantic songs that you're singing. So how romantically did you meet? When did you fall in love? Right away?
Actually, as soon as I saw him. But he was kind of arrogant and something like that. So I look at him and with those blue eyes. And I liked him very much. So it was very important. And I don't know, it was like a connection, I think so. So it's like in 20 days, we got together.
In 20 days. And now you have a young boy of 9 years old.
And we got a baby immediately, yeah. So that's...
And how did you guys come to Ajijic? I mean, meeting, falling in love, Paris, Mexico City, Ajijic is like not the most well-known area in Mexico. So how did you guys come here?
Well, we got an invitation to play in a place. That was the anniversary, and we came here. We met another kind of people that hired us as well. So we got a job here first as musicians as well, and we started to think about moving here, and we did, because actually he did not like the weather from Manzanillo, so he was happy here.
Yeah, Manzanillo is a little like Florida. It's very, very hot in the summer. So the heat, the humidity. We came here and it was lovely. We're in altitude here, about 1,600 meters, little less than 5,000 feet above sea level. And it was very nice. It was a breeze. So we came. Yes, we forgot to tell you, we play in a band as well. It's our hobby.
I wanted to say, yes.
It's our hobby. And so we got hired to come here, and came here several times, and we liked it and said, well, you know, what about moving here? Then something came up about a restaurant. My mother was a chef for 35 years in France, so she made me swear to never get involved in a restaurant. And of course, what do? I get involved in a restaurant, but the restaurant is more her part than mine. I got another job as well. So that's about it. And then we started with another type of restaurant. And then we figured out, well, I'm French. What about doing some French food? There were no French restaurant here. So we decided to do something different.
And how, because it is so cozy during the night, I also recorded some evening, have some video material in the evening. It is so cozy here, the lights, how it is made, of course the stage.
Of course.
So when did that happen, that you have a stage and the hobby, that's music, that you bring it together with your ability to open up a restaurant?
Because we were tired of moving equipment everywhere, and the fun part is when you sing, but the tough part is when you arrive, you have to set up, and at the end everybody drinks, and after everything we had to tear down everything, so it was too much for us. So at the end we decided to have a restaurant because we wanted to play and not to move our equipment anymore. And actually it's something that make us to have a connection, because we love the music. It's our passion in life. So people ask us how we can survive being restaurateurs, because, well, there's a lot of issues or a lot of joy, but what happens is when we play there, we forget everything. So it's like really we enjoy what we do. So that I think that's very important for us. So people love our food. We love our food, that's the main reason, and we give people entertainment actually. So that's as good as I don't know. I cannot describe it.
So let's talk about the dishes, the food, because it's French food, and how do you make sure that you like the croissants? That's really French croissants. How do you get all the French products here to Mexico to keep them fresh? And what is the spirit of your dishes?
Well, actually, when we started, we didn't start with a restaurant. We just started with a little bakery and pastry shop. We partnered with another French chef, pastry chef and baker, and
so
he's making his bread and croissant every day. He wakes up at 3 o'clock in the morning. It's something I would not be able to do, but he makes fresh bread and croissant and all bunch of different products every single day. It's called La Vie en Rose, a famous song by Edith Piaf. And so we are here selling these products in partnership with them. They have their own bakery on the other side of town. And we started with that. Then we added breakfast, then lunch. There was no music, there was no stage, but we've built in 3 years everything there and said, we're going to put a stage here. So we say people come for the food, they stay for the music.
Oh, why? That's true. I come so often. The first time I heard you singing, I came for 10 minutes to have a little bit of rest, drink my mimosa, and then you started singing. I heard you first time, and then I stayed for 3 hours. It was like amazing. So this is really